Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we are going to discuss about which one do we choose between learning alone and learning together with our friends. So we start from you.
Okay, I'm gonna start it. So if you ask me that which one do I choose between studying alone or studying together, I think it's depend on the condition, I guess, because actually I cannot say that I prefer 100% fully to study alone, because sometimes we need friends, right?
Yeah.
We need friends to talk with, we need friends to discuss about the lesson. But if you ask me, like, if we want to get more focused on learning or on studying, which one do you prefer? And of course, I prefer studying alone at my bedroom, at my home, because sometimes in a certain lesson we need to get just our attention just in one lesson, so we need to get involved, get engaged in that learning process. But in the other hand, if I need to work or to do our task with our friends, of course I need to talk, I need to meet with our friends, because that's the discussion part. So in a nutshell, it depends on the condition. 50% for studying alone, 50% with studying with our friends. Okay, I think that's all for my explanation. So I'm gonna move to Purnama or you?
Purnama.
Purnama's first.
Okay. What do we choose? Which one we choose about study alone or study together with our friends? I mean, it's seems like depends on the condition. When our lecture give us the task and it about we have to discuss about the task. It's good to study together with our friends. But when we want to know something that this is like when we want to like intern, yeah, like intern study Korean language. I mean it's better when we study alone. Like that.
Yeah, because for example, like when I'm studying Korean, I need to just pay a lot of attention because it's quite tricky. That's it?
Yeah.
Let's move to Fitra. What do you choose between both of the learning process?
Okay, talk about the learning process. Which one do we choose between learning alone and learning together? I think it's something like me too, but I feel like I prefer to studying with friends. That's why, because I feel more enjoyable when we all start studying together, and then I feel like if I more understood when my friends explain again what the lecturer have explained in the class, and then just it maybe I feel more enjoyable if we learn together.
And I think we can get another perception when we study
Yes, because
together with our
we
friends.
sharing with each other, yeah.
Yeah. So Fitra mostly prefer to learn to study with friends because they can get more knowledge and they can discuss anything that we don't know maybe, and we can share everything that we want to discuss it related to the lesson, related to the learning process. So next is who's gonna be the next explanator? You or you?
Oh,
Okay,
Molly
Molly
first.
first.
Okay, I think Sam, Putra, I prefer studying together with friends because we can share ideas and help each other when we don't understand something. Moreover, I I am the kind of person who takes a bit longer to understand the material, so I need my friends to help explain it to me again while studying.
So you prefer to study
Yeah, same like
Together with
that.
friends.
So the last is hijrah.
In my opinion, both studying alone and studying with friends have their own advantage and disadvantage. When I study alone, I can focus better and manage my time freely. I can review difficult materials at my own pace without getting distracted. However, sometimes it feels boring and hard to stay motivated. On the other hand, studying with friends is more fun and interactive. I can ask questions, share ideas, and learn from other explanations. It also helps me stay disciplined because we remind each other to study.
Okay, that's it. I'm curious. Like Hijra said before that they can remind the friends for studying, but mostly that happen in the group when we are doing the learning process. I'm sure. I don't know. Maybe it's that's my experience. Like when we collect in a group for studying, that happen. It's always like small talk. Like we talk something that we don't need to talk about, right? Maybe like I can say that it's gossip or something.
okay.
So mostly it happen, and we can the task that just have done is just maybe I can say it's around like 30%, not 100%, but the other happen that we cannot guarantee that we cannot talk. We talk a lot like gossiping our friends or something, or maybe like just sleeping, I guess.
I think before we study together, we have to remembering our friends. Don't
Then do
don't be gossip.
promise.
Making friends before
Before
studying.
studying.
And don't
A small example that to show you guys that studying with friends is more enjoyable. And then you can see it that while we learn, we can eat, we can drink. It's
Are you sure you can get the point 100%? Are you
Yeah,
sure about that?
but at least we can get.
Yeah, but you know, before we study together, we have goal, right?
Yeah.
But mostly the goal we cannot perceive that we cannot achieve that 100%. But on the other hand, when we study alone, I'm sure that we can be more focused, we can be more get knowledge, and we can reach everything. Yeah, even the style of every people are different, but yeah, that's okay.
But you know, I'm typical. When I see my friends task, I can get motivated from that. So I can.
That's why you copy.
No, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
copy. It's wrong, man.
Okay.
It's wrong. I get motivated. Like like this to do this task. The step is like this. The first we have to.
But we don't copy
Yeah, we don't copy.
at all.
I also have.
yeah.
I also have
Another
opinion,
pers-
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good when we get motivated by our friends' task. But I think you have to put in yourself first, like, oh, I don't need to rely on our, I don't need to rely on the first, my friends' task. You have to always like say, okay, I'll do this first. Like we do it as our desire, not by the others. So
But it's like provide
Yeah.
motivation with you, yeah?
Okay.
For you first.
So in conclusion, some of us love studying alone, but the other also prefer to study with the friends. And as we know that every person, every people has the different style or has the different process to get the knowledge or doing the task. I think that's all our discussion. Thank you very much for listening. Bye bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Dina.